In this video, I'm going to show you 7 places where women want to be touched. Now, these aren't the only places that you can touch her, but they are definitely some of the most pleasurable spots. We're going to start with the safest areas, and eventually build up to the erogenous zones which cause extreme pleasure. The reason for this is so that you can apply this with your significant other, or even with a woman you've just met, as you can view this as a sequence of physical escalation. A word of warning: not every woman you meet will feel comfortable with being touched in these areas, so if you encounter resistance, I am sure I shouldn't need to tell you that you must stop. 1. Lower back. The lower back is a deceptively erogenous zone for the majority of women. Yet it is also one of the easiest and most courteous touches for a man to make. If you are walking somewhere with your women, it is natural to have your hand held on her lower back whilst guiding her around. A woman's lower back is an area that is often both sensitive and sensual. For many women, the act of having their lower back touched can be both pleasurable and relaxing. There are a number of reasons why this may be the case. First, the lower back is an area that is often overlooked when it comes to touch. As a result, when it is touched, it can feel extra special and intimate. Additionally, the lower back is home to a number of nerve endings that can contribute to pleasurable sensations. Finally, the act of having one's lower back touched can be a reminder of the importance of being cared for and nurtured. For all of these reasons, it's no wonder that so many women enjoy being touched on the lower back. It's always a good idea to start with a light touch when touching a woman on the lower back. This will let her know that you're interested in being more than just friends, without being too forward. Once she responds positively to the initial touch, you can then begin to apply more pressure. Just be sure to pay attention to her body language and verbal cues. If she starts to pull away, it's time to back off. Ultimately, the key to successful lower back touching is understanding when to stop. If in doubt, err on the side of caution. A few moments of awkwardness are better than making her feel uncomfortable or violated. 2. Hands. The hands are another great place to start when it comes to touching a woman. Whether you're holding hands, giving her a massage, or simply caressing her fingers, the hands are always a safe bet. Not only are they relatively non-sexual in nature, but they're also home to a number of nerve endings that can contribute to pleasurable sensations. When it comes to holding hands, the key is to find a balance between firm and gentle. You don't want to grip her hand too tightly, as this can come off as overly aggressive, nor do you want to hold it too loosely, as this can make you seem disinterested. Instead, try to strike a balance between the two, and pay attention to her body language to gauge how she's feeling. If she's responding positively, you can then begin to increase the pressure of your grip or add in a few gentle strokes with your thumb. Women are usually more comfortable if the man initiates hand touching, especially on a first date. Here are some tips. Start by placing your hand on her forearm when you're talking. If she's responding positively, i.e., leaning towards you, smiling, maintaining eye contact, then you can try lightly touching her hand. If she responds negatively, example, pulls away, crossing her arms, back off and don't try again. Remember to be gentle and respectful. No one likes to be manhandled. Once you've established a rapport, you can experiment with different types of hand touching, such as stroking or massaging. Just make sure to read her cues and take things at her pace. 3. Ears. Who would have thought that such a small, unassuming body part could be so erogenous? Yet the ears are home to a number of nerve endings that can contribute to pleasurable sensations. Additionally, the act of having one's ears touched can be very soothing and relaxing. For these reasons, ear touching is often used as a form of foreplay. There are many ways to physically pleasure a woman's ears, and the options are limited only by your imagination. Here are just a few ideas to get you started. One way to please a woman's ears is to give them gentle kisses. Start with small, delicate pecks around the outer edges of her ear, and then move in towards the lobe. You can vary the pressure and speed of your kisses to find what she enjoys most. Another way to physically pleasure a woman's ears is to lightly lick or suck on her earlobes. This can be particularly pleasurable if she is already aroused. Experiment with different techniques and speeds to find what she enjoys most. You can also use your fingertips for physical pleasure. Gently rub them over her ears, or run them along the outer edges. You can also cup her entire ear in your hand and massage it lightly. Again, experiment with different pressures and speeds to find out what she enjoys most. Finally, don't forget that the skin around the ears is sensitive as well. Gently stroke the area around her ears with your fingertips or fingertips. You can also try lightly scratching her with your nails for an added bit of stimulation. Remember to ask her what she likes and pay attention to her body language so you know when you've found something that really turns her on. 4. Lips. A woman's lips are one of the most sensitive parts of her body, so it's important to treat them with care. When kissing a woman, start gently with closed lips and gradually increase the pressure. Pay attention to her cues to gauge how she's enjoying the kiss. Once you're both comfortable, you can explore using your tongue. Gently swirl it around hers, or try lightly sucking on her lower lip. Remember to keep your movements slow and deliberate. Too much force can be overwhelming. If you want to take things further, you can use your lips to tease other areas of her body, like her earlobes or some of the body parts we will be discussing shortly. With a little experimentation, you'll quickly learn what gets your partner hot and bothered. So get out there and enjoy some lip-locking action. 5. Neck. The neck is a sensitive and often neglected erogenous zone. When it comes to pleasing a woman, it is important to remember that the neck is full of nerve endings, making it an ideal target for stimulation. There are many ways to pleasure a woman's neck, ranging from gentle kisses to more aggressive biting and licking. Experiment and see what your partner enjoys. Start with soft, slow kisses and gradually increase the pressure. You can also use your tongue to tease and tantalize. For more intense sensations, try nibbling or licking the skin. Just be sure to communicate with your partner to ensure that you are both enjoying the experience. With a little effort, you can turn the humble neck into a powerful source of pleasure for your partner. 6. Hair/back of head. Some people may find it surprising, but one of the best ways to stimulate a woman is by pulling her hair. This can be done during sex or even during foreplay. The act of pulling her hair will help to increase her arousal levels and get her ready for more intense activities. Hair pulling arouses the animalistic mind and is a dominant move for a man to make. It is worth warning that there are many women who do not like to have their hair pulled, and it is definitely not a move to try on someone you have little familiarity with. However, hair pulling can help to increase the duration of sex by making it more pleasurable for both partners. To pull her hair, simply take a handful of hair at the base of her neck and give it a gentle tug. You can also experiment with different techniques, such as twisting or lightly tugging on individual strands. Just remember to be gentle and listen to your partner's cues to ensure that you're not causing any discomfort. With a little practice, you'll soon be able to master the art of stimulating your partner with hair pulling. 7. Inner thighs. The inner thighs are an often overlooked erogenous zone, but when stimulated, they can lead to some of the most intense sexual pleasure. Unlike the genitals themselves, which is located on the outside of the body, the inner thighs are hidden away, making them feel all the more naughty and exciting to explore. When touching or licking the inner thighs, it's important to start slow and build up the intensity. Gently trace your fingers or tongue along the crease where the thigh meets the pelvis, then gradually increase pressure and speed. As you move closer to the groin, you may find that your partner enjoys having their legs held apart, allowing you to access their most sensitive areas. For an extra thrill, try incorporating a feather tickler or blindfold into your play. By teasing and tantalizing your partner's inner thighs, you can take them on a journey of explosive pleasure. If you want to touch a woman in a way that will make her feel good, stick to the lower back, hands, ears, lips, and neck. These zones are packed with nerve endings that can create pleasurable sensations when touched correctly. So if you're looking for ways to touch your partner or date in a way that will leave them wanting more, start by exploring these areas. Feel like I may have missed out another important area? Let me know in the comments. For even more tips on how to touch women, be sure to subscribe to our channel and check out our other videos.